Hi Gillian, so just a quick video to talk through how we can do this and also how to simplify what we actually did earlier as well, which I know is a little late for that, but just to show you that it's actually possible. So I'm going to go ahead and create one more question below here. I'll remove this as well once I finish the video to make life easier, but we're going to do a matrix table and we are going to build it the way that you actually originally had it. So with these along the left hand side originally and these across the top. So to save ourselves some time on here, we're going to use what I mentioned earlier, which is this edit multiple option. So for the statements, if I click on edit multiple, you'll see that these should all be listed right here. Or maybe this one right here. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong question. My apologies. So here, if I click on this, all of the ones across the top here, convenient location, blah, blah, blah. So if I just copy that list, click done. Then go down here and do the same for scale points, edit multiple. Then I can just paste these in here, click done, and then it auto creates them all across the top for me. And then I can do the same for statements. If I click on here and go to scale points, edit multiple, remember because they're just switched, click copy and done. And then just click in here and do my statements along the left hand side are equal to those and done. So remember always the scale points are along the top and statements are along the left hand side. So again, I just need to change this to be a multiple answer. This time I don't need to use transpose table, but now we have an answers range option. And apologies for overlooking this earlier. I got confused between side by sides and matrix tables. But if we click on answers range, you can say at least X and no more than X. So if it's 2 and at least 2, then that will count for each statement along the left hand side. So they must enter 2 for this one, 2 for this one, and so on. But then on to your new question, which is if they don't decide that they do these types of shops, how do you overcome that? So I'm assuming you're going to have a question that asks somewhere in here what sort of shops they do large weekly, large monthly, and so on. So in that case, yes, you are going to use a type of logic and you're going to use display logic for this. So for each one of these statements along the left, you click on it, go to the little blue box and go to add display logic. Then you set the criteria for what you want to happen in order for this to be shown to your participants. So if you have a question asking what sort of shops they do, you'd go to that question, you'd find that question right here. So for example, I know this isn't right, but what supermarket do your main shop? And then you would say if large monthly shop is selected basically. And save. And then this answer choice will only be displayed if large monthly shop was selected in that question, and other than that it will not be shown. So you would do this for each one of your statements along the left hand side to ensure that they are only shown under the conditions that you've specifically set for them to be shown. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that kind of clarifies and makes life a little bit easier for you going forward. But please let me know if you do have any further questions on this.